One take, what up, Patreon? Stuff on my mind. Literally gonna one take this and just try to get it on camera because I don't fucking care about anything anymore, yo. I don't want to make this like a therapy session, but I mean, that is kind of what my commentaries are like. It's just, but fuck, I don't care about anything. I was listening to Tim Dillon's podcast yesterday, and he's talking about there's a certain nihilism with Gen Z because we've seen so many systems lie and collapse and just prove that they're all fraudulent. And we've seen a lot, our generation has seen a lot of that happen over and over. I mean, you could say that for previous generations, but they've had a little more stability, but just everything is like, I don't know, can anyone relate to this? Like, does anyone think that everything is bullshit? Like, I literally believe in nothing. And I guess the best thing to put my faith in would be with the people, but like, there's just part of me that thinks that like it's just hopeless, that there's no point in putting my faith in the people because there's too many of us. We're not going to change, and like, how much effect can one person really have? The correct solution would be to think bigger and to be like, okay, I should be the person to make people think differently. I should be the person to bring unity or whatever. But I'm not fucking Martin Luther King. I'm a YouTuber. At the same time, I gotta think bigger than that. And I'm struggling with this. I'm struggling with this because, like, I've done everything that I wanted to do when I was 14, 15. If you've been watching me back in the Afro days or even before that in the Call of Duty, like, gaming days, I talked about everything that I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to be living in New York City with my own place, like, being a successful YouTuber, self-sustainable. I didn't want to be in school. I didn't want to have a job. I wanted to be doing stand-up comedy. And I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm not really doing stand-up as much as I had initially wanted to, but I recently I've kind of fell out of love with it because it's just like, I don't know, I've been going to a lot of shows and it's always just like the same bullshit dick jokes, and you know, it seems kind of corny recently, and there's not enough thought-provoking stand-up. Like, even Chappelle with his last special just talking about trans people, and it seems like they're just they're trying to be thought-provoking, but it's just like mostly controversial for the sake of being controversial, in my opinion. And so I'm losing, like, all right, like, for example, like last year I made this video called Who I Voted For, and I made this statement at the end, like it made no sense to me why people were celebrating so much that Trump was gone, because no matter, like, I understand why, because everyone's so left-leaning, you know, he's racist, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, all right, nothing is going to change. You're disillusioned. You just, like, believe what the media tells you. He's racist. Like, okay, whatever. Like, what I said, your daily life is not going to change at all with Trump being out of office. We had Trump during COVID, like, you guys, and with it, literally nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. We got the black vice president. Nothing is. She's the worst, bro. Have you even seen Biden have a speech? It's like the president doesn't matter at all. And that's just like one example of what I'm talking about. Like, nothing. I just have a hard time putting my faith in anything because I can't be convinced that anything matters. I went to church last week. It was my girlfriend's, her great-grandmother's memorial. It was my first time in a Catholic church. I grew up, like, going to Catholic church. And it was kind of cool, like, being able to, like, do the pew, and immediately I did the sign of the cross. Like, it's all memory for me. But I don't know, even that, I see the people praying and, like, with their rosaries, and it's just, I could tell, like, they really need this. Like, they're going through, like, I see these women, these old ladies, like, clutching a rosary and praying, and it's like, I can just see their life. Like, I know that, you know, they probably have sick family and stuff like that, and they're, you know, family that's struggling, and this is their way to cope with the pain in their life. But it's hard for me to see it as anything else than just coping. Like, it's helpful, it's good, like, it's a good thing besides the homophobia, but it's hard for me to believe in that because I know it exists just because it helps people deal with their daily existential crisis. It helps them keep going and have belief. And so it's hard for me to attach myself to anything because I think of all of it as coping, and any system is just, I think believing in anything is just bullshit. And that's just a dark thought, and like it's very nihilistic. But I think a lot of people in my generation, I don't know. I'm just leaving the boxing gym right now, and that's like one thing that really helps me get my head in the right place, like punching stuff, exercising, tons of motion, being exhausted, really helps me stop thinking about that stuff. And I like the community aspect of it because it's a free program, the gym I go to now. It's run by the NYPD. Yeah, I train with cops. You can call me police, whatever. But it's free for like kids 8 to 21. I'm 23, so I lied. They know I'm lying, but like every day I've been bringing up like mad Gatorades for everybody, and that feels good. Like contributing to something. Like everybody says thank you when I come in. Everybody fist bumps. Everybody. There's lots of respect, and for a place with fighting, there's a lot of respect in there, and I like contributing to that. Like that feels like I don't know. I like doing good and like seeing these kids that otherwise would be in the streets, seeing them like focus on something like boxing, like something positive, and seeing them get like kids who are like 12, way better than me, who could probably beat the fuck out of me. It's inspiring to see. So I guess like humans really need community. Like we need to be a part of something. A lot of people have church and they have like their political groups and whatever, but I think a lot of you agree, that's why you watch my videos, like all politics is bullshit. Like anything, like any belief, and that's all bullshit. I guess this morning when I dropped off Maria at the train station, I saw these people with the booth outside, giving out pamphlets for sustainability. And it was early in the morning. I never wake up this early. I'm like, man, should I just take a pamphlet and make them feel better and make it feel like they're doing something good? I'm like, nah, because I didn't like, what am I going to do with the pamphlet? I'm not going to change my mind on sustainability. I'm probably not going to do anything different. I'm not in nature, but it would just be so that they feel like they're doing something good, so that they feel like they're contributing. But yeah, we really do need to be a part of a community, and it seems like they're trying to take it away more and more with social distancing, stay inside. People are more scared. People are like putting masks on and everything. Even with the vaccine, people with booster shot, like stay away from me. Because of COVID, I'm not gonna see my family this Thanksgiving. It's like they're trying to separate us. In my opinion, I think that they're trying to divide us more, and we really do need community. And the world is obviously going more and more online. People talk about the metaverse and everything. We're getting closer and closer to like a WALL-E type universe. So I'm trying to find a type of community in a world like this, and I guess it has to be online. It's right in front of me, like the community with Patreon, with YouTube. I have a community there, and I'm realizing that I think too selfishly. Like this is kind of sounding like therapy, but I'm realizing because like my main channel is not doing as well anymore. My second channel is doing really well, but like I'm kind of losing touch with my main channel, I think, because I'm focusing too much on other people's approval rather than trying to connect with people. And I'm thinking too much about, like, as I get closer to 1 million subscribers, I'm thinking, how do I get to 1 million? And the numbers are getting to my head, and I'm losing. Ironically, my last video was called The Death of Empathy, but even me, like, I'm losing that empathy, There's a lot of things that I want to talk about, but I don't, because so many people I know watch my videos. And so I'm low-key hitting a wall right now, and I'm trying to find my way out of it and turn it into something positive again, because it's bringing a lot of negativity to my head. Like, I would just be looking at YouTube and comparing myself to other people and looking at the numbers, and it's not healthy. Yeah, let me talk to me in the comments, because has anyone been thinking about this kind of thing? Like, I was thinking earlier, like, I want to do a street interview tomorrow, and usually when I do street interviews, I talk about stuff that I've been thinking about, and all I've been thinking about, like, is what the fuck really matters. What should we believe in? What's the point of any of this? More people like are realizing that jobs are bullshit, that any systems like working at an office, and like, we're a family. We're a family at Kellogg's corporate, like, we're not a family. Like, this is more of us are realizing that, okay, like, let's get money independently. Let's like invest in crypto. Let's do NFTs. Let's try to build an e-commerce business. Like, everyone's trying to make it for themselves, but like, all right, when you get money, when you have stability, what do we do with it? What do I contribute? What greater good do I contribute to? You know, should I be one of those people with a sustainability booth, or am I just doing that so that I feel good about how I'm spending my time? Am I actually helping? Mr. Beast is actually doing that, you know, with Team C's and Team Trees. He's actually contributing to a greater good. At first, when he was doing that stuff, I'm like, all right, he's just doing that so that he gets more views. But it doesn't really matter why someone does that. Like, doing anything good, like, you shouldn't question that as long as they're doing something good. And I've been selfish with my platform. I've been thinking about it, like, a lot of times I'm editing or I'm writing or I'm making a video. I'm thinking like, all right, how do I look cool? How do I look cool? Instead of, you know, trying to spread truth or try to make people think in a different way. So talk to me in the comments. Needed to get that off my chest. See, that was one take. I told you that was pretty fucking good. All right, shut up.